All right, everyone, welcome back to our Q&A segment. This week, we are talking about high school. We put it up on our Instagram. People, thank you, submitted questions, and we will be answering what our... Okay, let me just restart.
No, you're good.
No, keep it going.
All right. We will be answering questions about what our high school experiences were like. And I'm going to make them a little bit quicker than last week's. Last week was a little bit more in depth.
Rapid fire.
These will be a little bit more rapid fire.
Chatty.
Ages. Yeah, we got chatty. Fran was drinking Celsius.
Yeah.
She wouldn't shut
I was
the
a
fuck up. No, I'm kidding.
Blabbermouth.
I wouldn't shut up either. So it's fair. But hope you guys enjoyed that segment, got to know us a little bit more. And as we go on, you guys will get to know us more and more. And the Q&As will change over time. Sometimes they'll be about us. A lot of times they'll be about other topics, our opinion.
Right.
If you want to ask advice, that type of thing.
Maybe
it's not always about us.
Yeah, like Rhea had a very strong opinion on baby showers this week.
Right. So maybe a topic will be about baby showers.
Which would be funny because we actually know nothing about baby showers. Like,
Nothing.
Like if it turned into like advice, to be like, I don't know.
I upset the baby shower community.
Yeah.
And I don't regret a single thing I said at all.
Yep.
So let's get into the Q&A about high school. First question, would you have liked to gone to public school?
No, I specifically did not want to go to public school.
I cried my eyes out when I was a really good student in elementary and middle school. I went to Catholic school my whole life, obviously. And somebody wrote, did Rhea go to Catholic school? Yes, I know the joke. But in ninth grade, my first trimester, that's what we called them, I did fucking terrible. Like, I didn't care about school once I got to high school. I only cared about going like out with my friends. I didn't study at all. I was really bad. And if you went to Kellenberg or any of those Catholic high schools, you know like how hard they are, weirdly enough. It just... and my grades, by the way, I was an A1 for the people who know. You know, my siblings were an A2, so I'm smarter than them. But my grades were so bad the first trimester that my parents were like, we're not paying thousands of dollars for you to fucking go to this school if you're going to get these grades. And I like cried my eyes out being like, I don't want to go to public school.
Crazy.
Like I was such a little bitch. But I had never gone to public school, so I didn't want to go.
I was the opposite where I got really bad grades. My parents were like, we're going to send you to private. Like, we're going to send you to like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, fuck. Like,
yeah, no, my parents were like, we're not going to pay the money for you to get bad grades. If you want to go get bad grades, we'll send you to the public school where we don't have to pay.
I also never, like, I never went to public school, and I was very scared to public school.
Yeah, we're
and,
little
like,
pussies.
I played like rec sports in town, like town sports. So I knew the girls like who went to the public school, and I was like, I cannot go to school with that money. And just like the thought of like
they were more advanced.
Yeah, it was just like I just was afraid of fitting in. Like I knew like if I went to a Catholic school, like it was just familiar, our uniforms, didn't have to worry about all that stuff.
Loved the uniform.
And our public school, it was a very, very good public school, but there was still like very much, well, you know, these private schools and all the kids, the good colleges. I mean, the public school did too, but that played a factor. I also got a scholarship to high school.
Ah, yeah, good for you.
Mm-hmm. Good for me. That changed in later, but
did you have any relationships in high school, like real deal relationships?
One. Mm-hmm. There was like boys.
Yeah. Same.
I never like that. None that I actually called like my boyfriend until senior year, which is when I was joking last week about my like Cinderella story.
Yeah, he made you. He said.
Well, I started like my parents like always really trusted me, and then they started to go away and would leave me home, and I started having parties at the house. And
what a switch.
Yeah, what happened senior year for you?
I definitely would have been friends with you.
I'll tell you, they went away one time, and I had we didn't have people. I didn't even have people to invite. Like it was like not a thing. It was like our end of like our junior year, and it was me and my girlfriends, and like we literally knew. We knew more. I mean, I'm acting like we didn't ever talk to boys. We talked to boys, but like we knew a couple from the public school. and had said like, oh, whatever, like, you know, Fran's parents aren't here. And within 2 hours, my house was entirely flooded with kids of people I've never met before. Like it was like, and
were you freaking out?
Freaking out. I also had a thing, like my friends joked about that I would get the drunkest at my own house because I always felt like I'm at home. Like I can just go upstairs and go to bed. Fair, not smart, but it was, and then like we laughed at it later because one of my friends that I had met literally from doing these things, my friend Bridget, like she later I learned that she was like the one, because I was like, how are all these people like, I started being like, who told you to come here?
Who do you know, bro?
And they like,
who do you know here?
And they all were like throwing out this girl's name. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know who this is. And then later she was like, she finally admitted, she was like, oh yeah, I literally texted everyone. It was like some private school girl that we don't know. It has an open house. And like the entire,
they're just using it for your house.
The entire, yeah, pretty much.
That's actually amazing.
And then I actually made friends with a lot of people.
Oh, that's great.
From that is how I met the boy that I dated in high school.
So that party changed your life.
Oh my God. There was a group of boys that we all loved. Like we all knew, even like me and my friends, we all knew who they were. And when they opened the door to my basement and like all walked in, I looked at Claire, you know Claire. I looked at Claire and was like, like we were like, oh my God, like what do we do now? Like they're all here. Like, do we talk to them? Like
I feel like everybody has a story like that because I have kind of a similar story where I was having a party at my house for my 18th birthday. My parents were home, but they were like, just have a party in the backyard, whatever. And I just invited like my friends, and I heard someone at the gate to my backyard, and it was like these group of guys. And the one kid I had like such a big crush on, but I didn't know him at all. But like I had such a big crush on him, and he was like, "Hey Maria, can we come in?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely,
of course."
And then I made out with him on the side of my house that night. I was pumped.
Yeah.
So it just, you know,
I know. I dated one of them until like we left for college.
That's awesome. The party worked out for you. I did have a relationship in high school from my sophomore year,
not all the way till we left for college,
until on and off from my sophomore year till senior year.
Yeah,
on and off. It was a disaster.
Toxic.
It was so bad. It was such a fucking disaster.
Is that the one that you always say you learned the rap for?
No, that was my sixth grade boyfriend.
Okay.
Rhea had a lot of boyfriends, but like fake boyfriends.
Yeah,
starting from like fifth grade. Like I always had a boyfriend. But yeah, this was like a real deal boyfriend. Lost my virginity to him and everything.
Yeah.
It was a mess. It was a fucking disaster. Funny. Did you have any like big scandals like in your high school?
No. I mean, yeah, I'm sure. Nothing I can remember at the time. There was a very funny, and this is not a scandal and has nothing to do like with like anything scandalous, but it is funny because it is one of the things that sometimes I remember and laugh about. Like freshman or sophomore year, there was a rumor that we all fell for so hard that we like, now I laugh because it's so funny, but we believed them so like, I don't know what happened, but the boys at one of the boys schools near us, there's like a lot of all boys schools, a lot of all girls schools, and so one like, I don't know where it started or even to this day like who started, but it was just a rumor that like Justin Bieber was like touring the school. And once that it started to go around our school, and like we all started freaking out, losing our shit, totally like being like, oh my God, like. And now looking back, it's like, why did we ever think that was legitimate? Like these guys.
Why would you
like,
guys
just,
ever think that Justin Bieber would be touring your school?
like to go to school.
Yeah, to like go to this all boys school, and we were like, it was
in New Jersey.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly.
Lives in Canada.
Exactly. It made no sense, but it like now looking back, it was very, very funny. But there was always like crazy relationship shit that like everyone would follow, but I didn't have like a friend get pregnant or like any like big thing that goes through the school. Like
none of that happened in my school either.
Yeah.
But my best guy friend got expelled in our last trimester of high school because
really?
he was selling weed brownies. And the people who bought them got suspended and like kicked off our Disney trip, but he got expelled, which I thought was silly because it was literally like we were in the final months of high school.
Yeah.
And he had never like gotten in trouble before. Like it wasn't like he had like multiple detentions or like got like his record was clean.
Yeah.
And he got fucked and he never finished high school basically. He's good now. Whatever, his job and whatever. But yeah, he got super fucked. But I was like, if those kids bought him, why not just give him the same punishment?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I thought that was like the craziest thing that happened in an hour. We were like, whoa, because it was actually like one of my best friends too. So it was like, oh, fuck. He's fucked. All right, I think we can end on this. They're all pretty similar, but I think we can end on this. What advice would you give to your high school self?
Earlier on, I would have said like, loosen up a little bit. It's more just I just was so like nervous about so many things. And I think high school, you're also so stressed about college. Like the college process is I now like I look back and I'm like, I can't believe like how crazy I was when it came down to like that stuff. And even like family members and parents, like I just wish everyone would have just calmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, I feel like that's, I don't know, everything just feels like such a big deal. And then it's just not.
It's really not.
It's just not.
Yeah, my advice would have been to chill the fuck out when it came to my boyfriend in high school and like, you're not going to marry this person. So stop thinking that you're going to marry him because you're not. And you need to stop sending him paragraphs about why you think you're going to end up with him and how he shouldn't be breaking up with you. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Do you want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
Just to end? Just to close?
She was sitting on it. She was like, you guys want to hear the story? Yeah,
no, just to close. Because I feel like there was one. So, and this just also goes to show how funny high school is sometimes. Senior year, and I think this one is okay. When I posted this on the share on Instagram, Claire like replied and was like, there are some things don't you dare talk about. And I was like, totally fair. Like totally fair. But me and my boyfriend had broken up over like close to like winter break senior year. I don't even remember why he broke up with me. I'm not quite
sure.
Senior year. We got back together like 3 weeks later.
Yeah. Always.
And my friends that I had made like recently who went to public school, who I had been with constantly because like these were who we were out with on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like always doing stuff together. And when that happened, I had like a couple friends who were on vacation, so like they were kind of out of it. And then I had some that they just literally stopped talking to me and Claire. Like they were like, well, it's, she and they're broken up. Like they wanted to make sure that they were still invited to the parties.
Yeah.
And if like I wasn't going to be invited to the parties, so like they were like, well, they can't be going. And it was so dramatic. And I don't even know why we thought it was, we started to throw like yogurt on people's cars. And so in this like span of week where I'd gotten broken up with, like was very upset. I of course, like I can't remember what even really was the reason, but was very upset. My friends weren't talking to me. Like I have this hilarious scrapbook that Claire made that was like the 2 weeks we didn't do anything, and it just like is funny pictures and stories and shit. And that just like kind of became our thing after that. Like when boys were annoying or mean to us or like did anything, we like would throw yogurt on their windshields.
I kind of love that.
And it's honestly a very annoying thing to clean up.
It's very annoying, but very also annoying. Probably very therapeutic.
Very annoying thing to clean up.
But therapeutic.
Yeah.
So it helped you?
Yeah.
Good.
It did.
That's all that matters, Fran.
Yep. Like we'd have someone like drive up, do it, drive away.
Oh, drive-bys were the best.
Yeah.
I've been part of a couple of those. Nothing crazy, but like you drive and throw something.
I had one friend that was
get into like a little bit of a car chase.
I had one friend that was the queen of like let's just like go drive by his house, like for no reason.
Oh
like, just
my
to
God.
see if like if his car was in the driveway.
One of my best friends too, all the fucking
like,
time.
oh, let's go drive by past his
One
house. see
time
what
we
they're
literally
doing.
got into a car chase
Yeah.
with another group of girls. Because we followed them going to like one of the guys' houses.
Yeah.
And we were like, we rode like literally the back of their car. We rode them like just in circles and circles until they gave up and they opened up their car door and then slammed it. Like they thought they were, I was like, all right,
Yeah.
this chase is over.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll end it on that.
Good stuff.
Yep.